Welcome to this edition of Future Shock. Welcome to the show. This is Future Shock. I'm Edward St. Pé. We're going to take a look around the world of AI today and see what's the latest, what's going on. We have news on, are there secret AI labs around the world? And if there are secret AI labs, what are they doing there? And why are they secret? So that'll be an interesting angle, because we've covered, so much lately about, OpenAI and ChatGPT-4, all of the different AIs that are out there and all of the developments. But why would there be secret AI labs? That's a good question. So that's one thing. Also, robots and AI. The future is automated. So it's a humanoid robot, right? So we've covered that lately. Boston Dynamics, Tesla, others making an infused project, an infusion of AI into a humanoid robot, a robot so precise it can pick up an egg, and it's got the right understanding of the amount of pressure to pick up the egg, right, without breaking it, crack the egg, make an omelet. So they talk about the loss of jobs. What kind of jobs will be lost? We know, jobs where you're thinking, AI is going to be able to replace a lot of those. It goes way beyond that, though. We talked about Sora last week, and we talked about, over the last few weeks, about the OpenAI project called DALL-E, which is part of the app that when you get the ChatGPT-4 app, you will have access to DALL-E right now. And you can text in what you want graphic-wise, and it'll calculate it out and create the graphic and send it back to you. Professionally done. Same thing with this other one, Sora. You can text in what you want with the video, and it's going to create the video and send it back to you. Photorealistic. It looks like a human being walking around. Cannot tell the difference. The physics are figured out. So when they're moving their fingers, you know, or when something's going behind a shadow, I mean, it's all there. It's amazing. But we know about those types of jobs being replaced, things along that line, right? Things that require thinking. Well, the graphics and the film, I don't know how you'd even categorize that. That's something else. It's like just plain magic. But what about physical activities? What about, you know, changing the oil on your car? Can it be done? Will that be able? You drive in and a robot would be able to change the oil on your car? Well, yeah, because that's what a humanoid robot will be able to do, along with everything else. It's amazing, you know. So that's why when they talk about all the jobs being replaced, it's not something that's, you know, a science fiction far out in the future situation. This is something that we're dealing with now, or we're about to be dealing with it on a much larger scale. So what will it mean? A lot of jobs displaced, a lot of jobs ended, and maybe a lot of new jobs created too. So that's the positive side of it. And I guess there's so many positive sides. What will it mean for medicine? Breakthroughs and developments in curing different diseases, or like Elon Musk's project Neuralink, where right now they've already implanted the chip in the person. They got the clearance to do it with a human. They embedded the chip and it worked. The person is able to operate his computer via his brain, right? So think about that. He's able to do things now and have access to communication that he did not have before. So it's truly an amazing time that we're living in. So our first video today is, are there secret AI labs? And if so, why? I would be one that would say, yeah, I'm sure there are. And we're going to find out together here. But why wouldn't there be? Because it's almost like an arms race that we're in right now. You know, it's not like an arms race to build an atomic bomb. It's an arms race to see who is going to have the best AI that can be deployed across multiple fronts to accomplish multiple things, right? Including war, including everything else too. But including, you know, if you're a nation, you want to have the best AI, you want to have the most advanced AI, you want to have AI on your side, hopefully the best one, right? Everybody wants the best one. And anyway, that's our first segment. Are there secret AI labs out across the planet? Let's take a look.
Let's start. Number 1. They're not allowed to share what's under development. The secrecy around secret AI labs is a necessary part of the research and development process. These labs are often working on cutting-edge technology that could have a major impact on society, and they need to protect their work from potential misuse or exploitation. This is why they don't disclose any information about what they're working on, including details about the technology itself, the data they're using, and even the progress they're making. The workers in AI labs are typically bound by strict confidentiality agreements. If they reveal any information about their work, they could face severe consequences. In some cases, they may be fired from their jobs. In other cases, they could be sued for breach of contract. In extreme cases, they could even face criminal charges. The fear of these consequences creates a culture of secrecy and intimidation. This makes it difficult for workers to speak out about the potential dangers of AI development. Some people might argue that this level of secrecy is detrimental to the progress of AI research. They might say that by not sharing information, the labs are limiting the opportunities for collaboration and innovation. However, others argue that secrecy is crucial to ensuring the safety and security of the technology being developed. They argue that by keeping the details confidential, the labs can prevent malicious actors from using the technology for harm. But what do you think about this? Number 2. They develop secret AI weapons. You may not know this, but the truth is that secret AI weapons are being developed by some secret AI labs. This technology is designed to give an advantage in military or intelligence operations, and it can take many forms. Autonomous drones, for example, can fly without human control and carry out missions like surveillance or attacks. Facial recognition software can be used to identify people from images or video footage. These technologies are kept secret because of the risks they pose if they were to be misused. They could be used to invade privacy, violate human rights, or even cause harm. These are just a few examples of the technology being developed in secret AI labs. Many other technologies could have significant impacts on society, and they're all being developed with a high level of secrecy. While this secrecy might be necessary for national security, it also raises questions about the lack of transparency and accountability in these labs. There are concerns that this technology could be used without the public's knowledge or consent. As this technology becomes more advanced, the need for transparency and oversight will only become more urgent. Number 3. Human-like robots. The development of human-like robots is being conducted in secret by some AI labs, and it poses severe risks. One risk is that these robots could become too lifelike, blurring the line between human and machine. This could have significant psychological and ethical implications. As these robots become more capable of mimicking human emotions and behaviors, over time, this could lead to people being seen as less than human and less deserving of rights and protection. This is especially concerning when combined with the rise of autonomous AI systems, which could make decisions without any human input. This could lead to AI systems making decisions that are harmful to humans without any accountability or recourse. Another risk is that these robots could be used for dangerous or unethical purposes. They could be programmed to act against the interests of humans or even to harm them. Additionally, there are concerns that these robots could be hacked or exploited by malicious actors. If a robot is connected to the internet, it could be vulnerable to cyber attacks. This could allow hackers to take control of the robot or even access the data it collects. The potential for misuse is high, and it's important to consider the safety and security implications of these robots. There are also questions about how these robots will affect the job market. If robots become more capable, they could replace human workers in many industries. This could have a significant impact on the economy and society. It could lead to unemployment, as well as a shift in the skills that are needed in the workforce. Additionally, it could lead to inequality, as some people may not be able to adapt to a world where robots perform many of the tasks that were once done by humans.
Okay, and we'll have more on that as we go through this week. We've got clips on robots and AI, humanoid robots infused with AI, and how will that disrupt the labor force. We'll take a look at that in a minute. And we've got another video on AGI, artificial general intelligence, and that's the next big leap. You know, where it is right now, the big leap coming will be the artificial general intelligence, and then after that, one more leap, artificial super intelligence. And at that point, it becomes science fiction, you know, really. But it's science fiction now, sort of, I think, you know, but it's about to become more sci-fi-ish. So, the next segment, robots and AI. The future is automated. What will this mean for jobs? Will it mean that everybody's going to be out of a job? What will the future be like then? I mean, I've heard, you know, so many different sides of this that it's going to be, number one, a beautiful time for the planet, because AI is going to be able to do so many things, great advancements, exponential growth in knowledge, and you won't even have to work. You know, everything is done for the humans. That's, you know, that is one scenario. The other scenario is a little more serious. It's an existential threat to humanity. So I would say it's a pretty dramatic, you know, it's one way or maybe the other, or maybe somewhere the golden mean in between. I don't know, but maybe so. But whatever it is, you know, here we are. And it's a funny thing, you know, I mention to people sometimes about, I'll drop a little line. They'll say, well, that the show that you're doing at noon on Channel 7, on Ocean 7, and now we're streaming, right? So the show is about what? It's called future shock. It's about the shock that we're going through collectively. We might not even realize we're going through it yet because the information overload is so intense that we're suffering from future shock right now as a society, as a world, as a planet, or maybe we're about to, or maybe we're already suffering from it. You ever notice things are a little disjointed out there? Well, it could be future shock. It could be what we're trying to, how we're trying to cope without even realizing it, with all of the changes to every fundamental value or every fundamental idea that has been given to us since the beginning. And that's kind of where we're at, sort of. And so, future shock, here we go. And it's about to get exponential. That's a word I keep using because it's a word I keep seeing in, my learning process as far as what AI is going to mean. The exponential growth in intelligence across the planet. Let's say we're here when artificial general intelligence hits and the AI is able to program itself. Okay, now it's only been programmed by humans, so think about that for a second. That's where it's at. It's going to achieve an intelligence level far beyond any human ever, but it will also be able to program itself. So when that intelligence is programming AI, what is going to be the leap forward in intelligence? Well, that's the next level is the super intelligence, which is, like I said, that's really into the sci-fi arena then, for sure. Anyway, robots and AI, the future is automated. Let's take a look.
Warehouses and factories are being run by robots as the lights are turned off to save on energy costs. Sensors that power autonomous movement are much faster than ever before. Cars and planes are operating by themselves. Robots are doing fine detail work and responding to our every move. They're entering the service sector, displacing fast food workers and baristas.
In 5 to 10 years' time, robotics is going to disappear from our awareness because it is going to be what all of our smart products have and do.
Robots are replacing jobs like security guards with self-driving surveillance vehicles.
I said step away from the machine.
Seriously. Hey.
5, 4, 3.
What, really?
2.
We're not all the way there. This company had a few public mishaps, like this robot suicide in a fountain. I asked the CEO about it.
You're never going to learn without actually being out in the field.
So the kinks are getting worked out quickly, and today it's impossible to see such futuristic technology without wondering about the impact on jobs. An endless array of robots are entering our everyday lives. Pair that with advances in artificial intelligence, machine learning, 3D printing, and the changes are hard to comprehend. Worldwide, 800 million jobs could be automated by 2030. In the United States, up to 73 million jobs are at risk. Changes like these have taken place throughout history, like the industrialization of agriculture. Only this time, it's on a far faster timescale. Jonathan said he, too, has concerns about job displacement.
Definitely something that can be handled well, as long as governments and policymakers are aware of these changes that are happening and planning for it and preparing for it.
You think we're doing that?
I do not think that we're doing that at present.
Numerous companies turned down requests to talk about the effects automation will have on employment.
You don't want to write a banner over your company logo, "We are America's job killers," correct? So that's the last thing that you want to do.
And one of America's biggest job killers may be driverless vehicles, already driving on our roads. This promo video shows Google's subsidiary, Waymo, operating self-driving vehicles on the road without a driver to take the wheel if something goes wrong. But companies like Google, Toyota, Tesla, GM, and Uber declined to discuss innovation or jobs, even as they greenlit the use of these promotional videos.
We're recreating a scenario where we've had a pickup truck drive along the track and actually dump some hay bales out of the back randomly. So what you're going to see is our car senses, does a safe lane change, senses the next one, and also then changes back.
The vehicles are arriving faster than many might expect. GM announced that a vehicle without any human controls would hit the streets in 2019, And Uber placed an order for up to 24,000 self-driving Volvos last year.
The task for society with regard to car driving, Uber drivers, taxi drivers, truck drivers, is to think about what we want to do with people who are displaced.
It's not hard to picture the Uber and Lyft-based gig economies collapsing as self-driving cars arrive.
Okay, well, you see what's happening there. A lot of jobs. I think that's the first time I saw a number on it. 75 million jobs by 2030 in the United States could be displaced. Pretty significant, just over a period of, what, a few years coming, right? So 6 years from now? It's kind of amazing. Okay, this is the break where we talk about our sponsor, which is the Pendragon Apothecary. And Pendragon Apothecary is a forward-leaning wellness store, soon to be online, maybe even this week. But we'll let you know when it is. It'll be pendragonapothecary.com. We're working on the website. So we're changing from one to another, and so it's taking a little time. But let me turn to this camera and show you a product. This is an example of a product we've got here at the Apothecary. This is Laguna Moon tea tree oil, and it's a pretty big jar. This one is 5 ounces, so it's a pretty big bottle of it. And tea tree oil is so good for so many different things. It's an antiseptic and sort of an antibacterial, and it's natural, right? So, and here's another product we've got here at the Apothecary. It's Celtic sea salt. And this is a 1 pound bag of Celtic sea salt. You can use it for cooking and other types of uses, medicinal uses too. It's great. Salt is such a wonderful thing, cleansing thing. Okay, now that's our segment from the Apothecary, and now I'm going to come back to this camera, and we're going to take a look at AGI. What is AGI, and when is it coming, and what will it mean? Artificial General Intelligence. All right, let's take a look.
Let's start. How close are we to achieving AGI? In the pursuit of achieving AGI, researchers are focused on advancing deep learning, teaching computers human-like abilities through algorithms. This method relies on neural networks processing vast data for tasks like natural language processing and image recognition, enhancing AI adaptability. Reinforcement learning is another avenue, training models through decision sequences with a reward system. Positive rewards reinforce desired outcomes, while negative ones discourage deviations, allowing models to learn and refine decisions based on feedback. Collaborative efforts are also taking place in the AI community, involving sharing resources, data sets, and open source frameworks, accelerating progress globally. Addressing ethical concerns, research emphasizes AI safety and alignment with human values. This ensures responsible AGI development, mitigating potential risks. Overall, ongoing advancements in algorithms, neural network architectures, and collaborative approaches contribute to the development of AGI. Now, this is what you should expect when AGI is finally achieved. Number 1. More jobs will be lost. When artificial general intelligence arrives, the landscape of employment is likely to undergo significant changes, potentially leading to a higher number of job losses. While current AI technologies are gradually automating tasks, AGI possesses the ability to perform a wide array of intellectual tasks at human levels or beyond. This broader skill set means that jobs across various industries could be impacted. Tasks that traditionally required human intelligence and decision-making may become automated, displacing workers in sectors ranging from manufacturing to service industries. AGI's capacity to quickly adapt and learn could accelerate this shift. While automation has historically created new jobs, the rapid evolution of AGI might outpace the rate at which new job opportunities will arise. This means that the potential job losses may extend beyond routine tasks, affecting roles that involve complex problem-solving and creativity. This could pose challenges for many individuals in adapting to the evolving job market. Number 2. The healthcare industry will be revolutionized completely. AGI's advanced capabilities in data analysis, Pattern recognition and problem solving will enhance medical diagnostics and treatment strategies. Imagine personalized medicine tailored to individual genetic profiles, predicting and preventing diseases before symptoms manifest. AGI will streamline administrative tasks, reducing paperwork and improving the efficiency of healthcare systems. Routine tasks, such as scheduling appointments and managing medical records, will become automated, allowing healthcare professionals to focus more on patient care.
Well, it's a good idea to stay in touch with what's happening with AGI, so you'll be ready to act accordingly to save your job or to infuse AI into your profession so that you can use AI as an ally instead of being displaced by it, which it could happen to all of us. So it's kind of an interesting time. It doesn't seem to be just the jobs which require thinking. It's the jobs that require manual dexterity and knowledge of engineering and knowledge of mechanics and such as that. It's not just an accountant that could be displaced, or it could be a plumber too. I mean, as the AI-infused robotics become involved on a day-to-day basis. So it's really across the board. It's everything. It's not just a computer or computer-based jobs. It goes way beyond that. So anyway, it pays to be aware of all the changes that are happening right now so you can be better prepared to deal with it. Okay, well, that's it for our show today. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you tomorrow here on our program, Future Shock.